We're just sitting here filming an update like a day ago.
How long ago was it?
Oh, geez, probably over a month now. July 16th was the last time we did one of these.
Yeah,
here we are again with a better one.
It's been a pretty long time since we've done one of these videos. I've purposely kind of waited a pretty long time because I didn't want to like give you guys an update until we kind of have like a solid
update.
A solid piece of information to kind of give everyone.
Should I take it away?
Yeah.
Go put them on the porch and I'll start. So we want to give you guys kind of more of an update because a lot of you guys are asking, you know, we filmed a couple things here and there.
About what?
Oh, we want to give you guys a quick update just on my health situation, on my medical history. For those of you guys who aren't up to date, I had a seizure on July 8th, which led them to finding a mass on my right temporal lobe area. I was in the hospital for like 6-ish days. They ended up doing a biopsy, so surgery to remove a little portion. TJ just had to get ice right now. Turns out a week and a half later, we learned that unfortunately it is a cancerous tumor, which then started our journey on figuring out who the right doctors are, what the next course of action was, which they decided about maybe a month-ish ago that they wanted to try to remove as much of it as possible. So here I am. It is, let's see.
3 weeks post-op, 3 weeks, 1 day post-op.
3 weeks, 1 day?
Yep, no,
wow.
We're
like
3 days, 4 or 5 days.
So we're almost a month out post-op. Found an amazing neurosurgeon, found an amazing team at UCSD Health, and just couldn't have gotten more blessed with that. Ended up booking surgery, and my neurosurgeon was able to get, he thinks, close to 98 or 99% of the tumor, which is absolutely amazing that he was able to get that much. Here we are 4 weeks out. I just had a follow-up appointment with him a couple days ago, I think. I think it almost was exactly 3 weeks post-op. So Wednesday, I had another appointment with him where he was just kind of looking over everything, asking me questions on how I've been, and he said he's very, very, very happy with how well I've progressed. And you know, I had an 18-hour, oh, I didn't even tell you guys that. The surgery ended up being 18 hours straight that I was in surgery. So 4 weeks ago, I had an 18-hour brain surgery, and literally a week post-op, I was up, walking around, well, not even, like less than that. How many days? TJ got to come in and visit me, which was very nice.
I'm gonna take over because I feel like you're missing a lot of points.
Oh, okay.
She had her 18-hour surgery. It was miserable. It was like a horrible time for like everyone because we were just like waiting to hear what had happened. She went into the operating room. They took out a big portion of her brain because right now Sabrina is actually missing like 20% of her brain or something. The temporal like lobe, you're able to function at 100% like I don't say capacity.
They did a lot of testing on me to see what side of my brain I was dominant on, and I was dominant on this side. So everything that is in your temporal lobe, like your mood and who you are as a person, your sexuality, your appetite, there's like a lot of stuff like that in there. I'm dominant on this side.
She pretty much wasn't utilizing this side of her brain because the other side was dominant. Not that she's like dumb or anything, but like she was, so they pretty much just removed it completely. So if we were to show a picture of her scan, you'd see the brain, then there would be like an empty space where you'd see the brain isn't there. They ended up removing and got as close as they could to a couple areas that they were really nervous to get to. They ended up getting 98 to 99%, which is great. She recovered very quickly. She's only in the hospital a few days after and was up and walking. Her speech was delayed for like a day or two. She kind of talked a little differently, but everything else was perfect. So she's been recovering. She pretty much for the next 6 weeks is on bed rest. Like she's up walking around, and we've kind of bent the rules, and she's kind of gone out to dinner a few times, X, Y, and Z. But for the most part, she at this point isn't sleeping like 18 hours a day like she used to be. She's takes maybe one solid 3-hour nap throughout the day, but is just sitting at a desk or here at the house or just staying, you know, on the couch. And that's pretty much what her days are gonna be like for the next like 3 weeks until she gets kind of like the green light to kind of go back to normal life. So what does this mean for her in the future? Normally when you hear cancer, you think of like chemo and radiation off the bat. I think TV kind of like portrays that a lot more than what real reality is, because the reality is it's different for there's tons of types of different cancers, and each patient has to go about the treatment differently. Sabrina's very fortunate in the fact that when you look at her, it looks like she didn't even have her whole head open, because they actually like cut a huge flap, like they took a huge chunk of her skull off and then took the brain out, but they were able to make an incision without removing any hair. I mean, she has hair missing, but you just can't tell because she has so much hair. And they said at the moment they don't expect that she'll need any chemo or radiation in the foreseeable future.
Wow, this is like a really full update.
I need to interrupt today's video because 2 out of every 3 males are going to experience male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. So most likely, you are going to experience it, and I'm here to help you with that problem. Today's video is brought to you by Keeps, and Keeps is a hair loss prevention medication that allows you to get started and treated from the comfort of your own home. With Keeps, you can visit a doctor online and get medication delivered to your house every 3 months, so you never have to go wait in line at a pharmacy. Keeps hair loss prevention medication treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months to see results, so it's important to act fast and to start using the medication before you have the problem. I myself will make sure that I will never get to that point, so I can always keep these luscious locks on my head. If you're noticing that you're starting to lose hair, do something about it. Go to keeps.com/hunt to receive 50% off of your first order, or click the links down below to get started. Hair loss in men is a common thing to happen, so do not be afraid to do your research and get started online today. Thank you so much for Keeps for partnering with our channel, and now let's get back to today's video. That doesn't mean that she will never have to have it. We hope she doesn't have to have it, but they're going to be monitoring the growth of the inside of her brain for the, for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I'll get scans. My next follow-up will be a scan at 3 months. They'll scan me at 6 months, at 9 months, just to kind of watch the little area, the very small amount that had to be left, because had the doctor had tried to go in there, it would have caused me a vision deficit. They're just going to monitor it, and
they also have the tumor alive in a jar at the hospital.
Yeah, I ended up, my neurosurgeon is not only a surgeon, but he's also like a scientist. He's trying to come up with cures for these types of brain tumors, because for those of you guys who don't know, I actually have a lot of you messaging me asking, oh, are you cancer free? He got 99% of it or whatever. Technically with brain cancer, it's never really a cancer free kind of thing, because the brain is just so many different interweb connections and neurons and all the types.
Think of like roots on a plant.
So
like you
even
have a plant and there's a bunch of roots, there's a little tail of a root of 1%.
So even if on a scan they looked and they said, oh, the tumor's all the way gone, there's still a good chance that there's some sort of mutated cell. All my pathology reports, which is an awesome thing, are coming back saying that it's super slow growing, very favorable type of mutation, that I shouldn't have any serious issues from this. Should it grow back, it should still grow back slow. It won't start growing back super fast or anything. It's all good things considered. I'm doing really well. Thank you guys all so much for your prayers. So many of you guys, like thousands of you guys, were praying for me that day, which is crazy and amazing to me, and I feel so blessed and honored that you guys were thinking of me throughout your day. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that only like 2 or 3 months ago this all started, and that was, I think, probably like those like first couple weeks when we kind of found everything out and you had your first seizure was probably one of like the worst times of both of our lives. Yours probably the worst time in your life for sure.
Definitely, that was the worst. Just for everybody.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, and there's been so much support from you guys, whether like the vlogs are slowing down or like everything else is kind of slowing down or just kind of laying low. There's been tons of support through everyone, and it means the world. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have this dream job that we live. So it's really awesome to know that you guys were supporting us through everything, and Sabrina really like used that as her like crutch. She probably won't portray it too much, or it doesn't want to, I don't know if she doesn't know how to put it into words, but like a lot of the messages that you guys sent her on Instagram like really pushed her to like.
No, yeah, I tell them all that on my Instagram.
You guys did a lot, and it means the world to us. Sabrina's almost back 100%. She still has a few more weeks of just laying low before she gets the green light to go back to normal life, which she's like dreading.
Good thing the world's pretty much closed down anyways. I was just telling TJ we should go up to the mountains for a weekend and have a little getaway. He said he was down, so biking videos coming soon, mountain biking, where you snowboard.
I'd love to do that.
But that's your update. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us on this journey we are on. That's Nos? Oh, I thought it was like juice, and I was like, we got juice? I can't have that. I would like to have some, but I cannot. I'm not allowed to have like caffeine or energy drinks or anything like that would stimulate your brain super crazy. Gotta lay off those for a little bit more. Oh, and the last update, a lot of you guys are asking, when's the Porsche gonna be ready? When are you gonna have your license back? When are you gonna be able to drive the R8? When am I gonna be able to drive the R8? Oh, come on, don't put those on while I'm talking. You're gonna distract them.
They're goggles. We got goggles.
I'm working on getting my license back, hopefully in the next couple of months, maybe a little bit sooner. Legally, in California, when you have a seizure, you have to have your license suspended for, I believe it's 3, maybe 4 months. So that would be around October, November for me. And then they're gonna send me paperwork that says, okay, like, have you had any more seizures? The answer is no. Have you had medical treatment to help your medical issue? The answer is yes. I'll have my doctors sign off on stuff, and then hopefully they'll reinstate it. During the daily vlogs and everything, I just kind of wanted today's video to be an update video because it is Saturday, and I'm just
here at home with Sabrina, watching Formula Drift. Shout out to Adam, made it to top 16 on Saturday.
Actually, right now we're watching Jeopardy because I'm showing TJ how cognitively impressive I am, and I know all the answers. The other night, I got like 4 answers in a row. You were impressed. You were impressed, don't lie.
I think you cheated.
I did.
I think you were.
How would I cheat?
You fast forwarded and rewinded. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are daily vlogging, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because Sabrina, in my opinion, you beat cancer. But give a thumbs up for Sabrina because you beat cancer.
Give it a thumbs up. I tried really hard.
See you guys tomorrow.